The first one is called the identity function. F of x is equal to x. Well, what is f of x? Y. So this says y is equal to x. So what does that look like? Now we can make a table. Okay. In fact, what you should do is probably, I'm going to give you the graphs, but you should go back and make a table and check the graphs and make sure if they make sense. So I'll just put a few hash marks here. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. But this is the identity function, and it looks like this. It goes right through the origin, 45 degrees, and basically this is saying whatever x is, y is also going to be. So if I pick x is 3, then y is going to be 3. If I pick x is negative 2, then y is also going to be a negative 2. Okay, so that's what that graph looks like. Okay. Now one of them you've been familiar with already a little bit. We'll call this identity. This is a quadratic function. And there's other types of quadratic functions. But we did this one last time, I believe, by making a chart. And this is the parabola. It starts with the vertex of the parabola. That's the very bottom of the U-shaped curve, is at 0, 0. Then it goes through 1, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And kind of like a U that's a little skinny, something like that. Okay. All these look familiar so far. F of x equals x cubed. Well, we call this the cubic, okay, because it's x cubed. You'll see why we'll need these in a minute. But the graph of this thing looks like it's positive, and it comes down kind of a little bit faster than the quadratic, but then it doesn't go back up because a negative cubed is still going to be a negative number, right? The negative 1 cubed is going to be a negative 1, so it's going to come back down this way. Like a little elongated S-shaped curve. One more that you're going to run into in this class, and there's probably several more, but one of the more basic ones is the absolute value function. Now if you make a table, you'll see that, well, whenever x is positive, y is also going to be positive of the same number. So if x is 2, y is also going to be 2. So on the right-hand side, it looks a lot like the identity. It goes up like this. But on the left-hand side, if x is a negative 2, then what is f of x? A positive 2. So instead of going down like the identity, it's going to come back up. So it makes this V-shaped graph. Okay, these are just 4 basic ones that you'll need to know. Okay, so keep those handy. Any questions? Okay, you should try to graph those to convince yourself that I'm telling you the truth. Don't want to be telling you any lies. Okay, so now we want to learn how to translate functions by looking at the way they're defined, translating functions.